nation remembers Dr. Syama Prasad Mookerjee on his death anniversary. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah and other leaders pay their tribute. Prime Minister says Dr. Mookerjee's passion for a strong and united India continues to inspire and give strength to serve 130 crore Indians. BJP hits out at the TMC over observing Dr. Syama Prasad Mookerjee's death anniversary, says that observing his martyrdom is one thing, following his principles is another, demands that political violence in West Bengal should end soon. At least 14 people are dead and about 50 injured as strong winds cause a pandal to collapse during a religious program in Rajasthan's Bharati. Prime Minister Narendra Modi condoles the deaths and says that his thoughts are with the bereaved families. In a major success for security forces, 4 terrorists gunned down during an exchange of fire in Kigam area of Shopian district. Arms and ammunition also recovered from the site. In international news, emergency ambulance service funded by Indian assistance launched in the eastern province of Sri Lanka. Completing the nationwide rollout of the service, the 1990 ambulance service was of help to Sri Lanka during the floods and the recent terrorist attacks. And in sports, India clinches the Women's FIH Series Finals hockey tournament by beating hosts Japan 3-1 in the summit clash. Drag flicker Gurjeet's Kaur strikes twice to set up the win. And in the Cricket World Cup, Pakistan set South Africa a target of 309 runs in a must-win clash at Lord's. Babar Azam and Haris Sohail star for Pakistan, hitting half-centuries. Namaskar and welcome to the news. I'm Mark Lynn. Here's our top story. The Balidan Divas of Dr. Syama Prasad Mookerjee, the founder of the Jan Sangh, is being observed today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid homage to the Jan Sangh founder, Dr. Syama Prasad Mookerjee, on his 66th Balidan Divas. And the Defence Minister, Rajnath Singh, Home Minister Amit Shah and BJP's Working President JP Nadda also paid tributes to him. The BJP organized several programs, in fact, to inform party workers of Dr. Mookerjee's works. Dr. Syama Prasad Mookerjee, founder of the Bharati Jan Sangh and a great educationist, was fondly remembered, and rich tributes were paid to him on the occasion of his 66th death anniversary. BJP celebrated it as Balidan Divas, Martyrdom Day, throughout the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid his tributes, saying that Dr. Mookerjee was a devout patriot and a proud nationalist who devoted his life for India's unity and integrity. PM added that Dr. Mookerjee's passion for a strong and united India continues to inspire us and gives us the strength to serve 130 crore Indians. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh tweeted, Dr. Mookerjee's immense contribution to our country will always be remembered. BJP Working President JP Nadda paid floral tributes to Syama Prasad Mookerjee in Shahidi Park, New Delhi. On the occasion, BJP workers were present in large numbers, including Union Minister Dr. Harshvardhan and Manoj Tiwari.
ये परमिट राज समाप्त हुआ, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के अधिपत्य में जम्मू कश्मीर आया, सीएजी के अधिपत्य में जम्मू कश्मीर आया। ये उनके बलिदान का कारण है जिस कारण से हुआ। हमको ध्यान में रखना चाहिए, आज जो ये हमारे पास ये ताकत आई है, ये उनके बलिदान के कारण आई। मुख्य धारा में जम्मू कश्मीर को लेकर गया। और मित्रों, इस एजेंडा को हमको आगे बढ़ाना है।
Home Minister Amit Shah and BJP's Working President JP Nadda paid floral tributes to Syama Prasad Mookerjee in BJP's headquarters. On this occasion, JP Nadda targeted Jawaharlal Nehru for failure to investigate Dr. Mookerjee's death.
सारे देश ने इंक्वायरी मांगी, उनकी माताजी ने इंक्वायरी मांगी, लेकिन पंडित नेहरू ने कोई इंक्वायरी उस समय नहीं हुई। ये बात भी हम लोगों को इतिहास इस बात का गवाह है। और इस तरीके से डॉक्टर श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी ने अपना बलिदान दिया। उनका बलिदान कभी जायर नहीं जाएगा। भारतीय जनता पार्टी कमिटेड है, इस बात को हमको ध्यान रखना।
Dr Syama Prasad Mookerjee was a prominent orator and a nationalist leader who strongly opposed Article 370 and protested against the permit system in Kashmir. He became the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Calcutta at a young age of 33. He was an excellent lawyer as well. Rajesh Raj's report, DD News, Delhi. In view of the continuous violence that has gripped West Bengal for the last few months, Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi today attacked. In fact, he targeted the state government, blaming them for saying that the constitutional machinery has collapsed in the state of West Bengal. And he added that the anti-social elements and goons under the protection of the state government are the ones spreading violence.
पश्चिम बंगाल में बहुत साफ तरीके से एक चीज बहुत विजिबल है कि जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मशीनरी है वो पूरी तरह से कोलैप्स कर गई है। अराजक तत्व और गुंडे वहां पर पूरी तरह से सरकार के संरक्षण में राज कर रहे हैं, बेखौफ होकर के अराजकता और हिंसा फैला रहे हैं। ऐसी स्थिति में, ऐसे हालात में जब हम कहते हैं कि हम लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों और संवैधानिक मान्यताओं का पर विश्वास करते हैं, तो ये तो लोकतांत्रिक मूल्य और संवैधानिक मान्यताएं दोनों एक साथ ध्वस्त की जा रही। और अभी भी अगर पश्चिम बंगाल की मुख्यमंत्री या उनकी उस जो सत्ता में सरकार है, पार्टी है, वो नहीं समझ पाएगी तो उसका बंटाघार होगा।
At least 14 people were killed and about 50 injured after a pandal fell on them during strong winds and rain that occurred during the religious program in Barmer district of Rajasthan today. A Ram Katha was organized at Jasol area of the district when the pandal was uprooted by strong winds, trapping the people sitting under it. At least 14 people died in the incident and about 50 were injured. This is what ASP Ratan Lal Bhargav has said. Now, he said that the injured were rushed to different hospitals. Hundreds of people were attending the event. Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot took stock of the situation from Jaipur and ordered a probe into the incident. And he also expressed grief and condoled at the demise of the people. Prime Minister Narendra Modi condoled the loss of lives in the tent collapse incident in Rajasthan's Barmer district, where 14 people died and more than 50 were injured. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said, "Collapse of a pandal in Rajasthan's Barmer is unfortunate. My thoughts are with the bereaved families and I wish the injured a quick recovery." 4 terrorists reportedly belonging to Ansar Ghazwatul Hind were killed by security forces in an encounter in Shopian on Sunday. Mobile internet in Shopian was suspended as a precautionary measure to prevent rumors. Acting on a tip-off, troops of Rashtriya Rifles Special Operation Group and Jammu and Kashmir Police and CRPF launched a joint coordinated search operation in Panzar village of Kigam in Shopian early in the morning, and the terrorists hiding there opened fire with automatic weapons. The slain terrorists were identified as Rafi Hassan Mir, Suhail Ahmed Butt, all these from Shopian, Shaukat Ahmed Mir from Rajpura, Pulwama, and Azad Ahmed Kande, also from Pulwama. Arms and ammunition were recovered from the encounter site.
This has been a very, very successful operation and very neat and clean operation in which 4 militants have been neutralized. All 4 of them are IS inspired militants who were commanded by Shaukat Ahmed Butt of the same area. He was a militant who was earlier working with Hizbul Mujahideen and was active since 2015. He also had motivated 3 other local militants to join his group, and they were currently working with AGH, Ansar Ghazwatul Hind. They were wanted in a number of terrorist-related crimes, and a large quantity of arms and ammunition and other incriminating material has been recovered from their possession. All of them are local from Pulwama and Shopian.
An emergency ambulance service was launched in the eastern province of Sri Lanka today. Funded with Indian assistance, the island-wide expansion of the emergency ambulance service is complete, and the service is now available in all 9 provinces of Sri Lanka. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar addressed the gathering through a video message, and he noted that the service has become a brand in itself.
The 1990 emergency ambulance service was launched in the eastern province of Sri Lanka on Sunday. Funded with Indian assistance, the island-wide expansion of emergency ambulance service is complete, and the service is now available in all 9 provinces of Sri Lanka. Addressing the launch gathering through a video message, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said that the service has become a brand in itself. He recalled how the service had helped Sri Lanka during floods and the recent terrorist attacks.
This project has touched so many lives in Sri Lanka. It is a free service, it is a gift, but it is also the hard work of a lot of people who today need appreciation. It has also created local employment, led to technology transfer, and has broadened Sri Lanka's skill sets. This project is a great example of what we can achieve together. This project remains a symbol of the strong friendship between our peoples.
The emergency service, which can be obtained by simply dialing toll-free number 1990 on any network in Sri Lanka, is the largest Indian grant project in Sri Lanka after the Indian Housing Project. The service has been appreciated well given the quick response time, efficiency of operations, and employment and training involved of local people.
I'm really very, very thankful to the government and people of India because across this island, except for one province, we are now operational, and there are instances where people actually have even worshipped the ambulance. Those who work in the ambulances are treated really very well, and all in all, it has been one of the best things that this government did in the last so many years.
The ambulance service was first announced during the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Sri Lanka in March 2015. The service was launched in 2 provinces in July 2016 under an Indian grant of $7.5 million, covering purchase of 88 ambulances, including operational expenditure of the service for 1 year and setting up of emergency response center. Given the positive impact of the project, Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Ranil Wickremesinghe, requested Prime Minister Modi for extension of the service all across the island, which he did during his next visit to Sri Lanka in May 2017. An additional grant amount of $15.02 million was provided by India to undertake the island-wide expansion, which covered purchase of 209 ambulances, operational expenditure of the service for 1 year, and training costs. Santosh Kumar's report from Colombo, DD News.
And India has rejected the US State Department's report on international religious freedom. Spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs, Ravish Kumar, said that India is proud of its secular credentials, its status as the largest democracy and a pluralistic society with a long-standing commitment to tolerance and inclusion. The Indian Constitution guarantees fundamental rights to all its citizens, including minority communities. It is widely acknowledged that India is a vibrant democracy where the Constitution provides protection of religious freedom and where democratic governance and rule of law further promote and protect the fundamental rights. We see no locus standi for a foreign entity to pronounce on the state of our citizens' constitutionally protected rights. Reacting to the US report, the BJP has said that the report shows clear bias against the BJP and the Narendra Modi government. The party said that the basic presumption in the report that there is some grand design behind anti-minority violence is simply false. On the contrary, in most of such cases, these instances are carried out as a result of local disputes and by criminal mindsets.
चुनाव के पहले अमेरिकी मैगजीन टाइम में हमारे प्रधानमंत्री के लिए क्या कहा गया, बाद में उन्होंने क्या लिखा, इसी तरह की फालतू बकवास, ये बेहुदा रिपोर्ट है। भारत में आज़ादी के बाद सबसे अगर सुरक्षित माइनॉरिटीज के लिए दुनिया में कोई देश है, अगर मिसाल हो तो भारत नंबर 1 है। नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भारत सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास के रास्ते पर चल रहा है।
ये बोगस रिपोर्ट है, पूरा देश जानता है, देश महसूस करता है, समझता है कि इस प्रकार की कोई घटना देश के अंदर नहीं घटती है। देश की छवि खराब करने की नापाक कोशिश है।
Union Women and Child Development Minister and BJP MP from Amethi, Smriti Irani, attended an event for mass baby shower and Anna Prashasana in Gauriganj today. Laptops were distributed among 240 Lekpals or village accountants of the district at the event.
छुट्टी के दिन भी अमेठी का प्रशासन काम कर रहा है। ये बदलाव का अमेठी में संकेत है। अमेठी के नागरिकों को मैं जिला प्रशासन की ओर से आश्वस्त करना चाहती हूँ, हमारी सरकार 24 घंटे आपकी सेवा में समर्पित रहेगी।
The union minister also said that the ministry aims to digitalize the administration-related work in the whole district. She also said that Amethi would stand out as an example, as an outstanding example of effective, efficient governance in the country.
अमेठी का प्रशासन डिजिटल सेवाओं के लिए राष्ट्र भर में जाना जाए, ये हमारा प्रयास होना चाहिए, ताकि नागरिक को दर दर भटकना ना पड़े और पारदर्शिता का उदाहरण देते हुए अमेठी प्रशासन का नाम पूरे प्रदेश में चमके, पूरे देश में चमके।
Both houses of parliament will take up the motion of thanks on the president's address on Monday. President Ramnath Kovind addressed the joint sitting of both houses on the 20th of this month, and while newly appointed BJP working president JP Nadda will open the debate in the Rajya Sabha, Union Minister Pratap Chandra Sarangi will lead the charge in the Lok Sabha. And the Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Amendment Bill 2019 is scheduled also to be introduced in the Lok Sabha. The Aadhaar and Other Laws Amendment Bill 2019 is also likely to be introduced. The Parliament session will continue till the 26th of July. And the southwest monsoon has further advanced to several states including Maharashtra, Karnataka, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh and parts of eastern Uttar Pradesh. The Meteorological Department has said that the monsoon is very active. It's in a very active phase, and it has progressed in more areas in the last 3 days. And the department has also said that the monsoon has covered Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, also Jharkhand, Bihar and parts of East Uttar Pradesh. Good rainfall, in fact, has been witnessed in Hubli in Karnataka, and several vehicles were washed away due to the heavy rainfall. According to SkyMet Weather, more rains are likely to take place in coastal Maharashtra. The Indo-Tibetan Border Police Mountaineers have today discovered the 7 dead bodies believed to be the missing mountaineers near an unnamed peak near Nanda Devi East District, Pithoragarh in Uttarakhand. The 7 bodies include that of a woman. The search for the 8th missing mountaineer will be carried out tomorrow. These bodies were traced at an altitude of approximately 21,000 feet near the peak where the mountaineers were reported missing on the 26th of May 2019. The ITBP had launched search operations last week from Pithoragarh to reach to the missing mountaineers to search for them, in which 4 were British, 2 were American and 1 each from Australia and India. US President Donald Trump said on Saturday that the United States would impose additional sanctions against Iran, adding that military action is still on the table. Speaking to reporters before leaving for Camp David on Saturday, Donald Trump said that additional sanctions would be moving forward against Iran, with some being implemented slowly and some more rapidly. Asked if military action is still on the table, he said that it's always on the table until we get this solved. Well, Donald Trump on Friday had confirmed that he authorized the military strikes against Iran in retaliation for downing of a US military drone, but had called them off 10 minutes before they were to be implemented.
As you know, we have about as strong a sanction grouping as you could possibly have on any country, but we're putting additional sanctions on. They're going on slowly and in some cases actually pretty rapidly, but additional sanctions are being put on Iran.
And according to reports, the US has launched a cyber attack on Iranian weapons systems On Thursday, the cyber attack disabled computer systems controlling rocket and missile launchers. It was in retaliation to the shooting down of a U.S. drone as well as attacks on oil tankers that the U.S. has blamed Iran for. In response, Iran military has warned the United States against the mistake of taking military action against Iran, saying that any attack would draw Tehran's crushing response and cost the U.S. dearly. Well, the U.S. military confirmed on Thursday that an RQ-4 Global Hawk unmanned aircraft system was shot down by an Iranian surface-to-air missile system on Wednesday. Iran, however, claimed that the drone downed in the southern part of the country had crossed Iranian borders. The North Korean leader Kim Jong-un received a personal letter from U.S. President Donald Trump and will put serious thought into its content, is what the state-run North Korean news agency KCNA reports, and it did not give details of the letter, but it said that Kim described it as of excellent content. Kim Jong-un said that he would seriously contemplate the interesting content, and the nuclear talks, in fact, between the United States and North Korea remained stalled since the Hanoi summit fizzled out after the two sides failed to reconcile U.S. demands for North Korea to give up its nuclear weapons and North Korean demands for a lifting of punishing U.S.-led international sanctions. The Chief of Staff of the Ethiopian Army, General Sier Mekonnen, was shot dead by his own bodyguard in the capital Addis Ababa yesterday. PM Abiy Ahmed said that the army chief and another officer died trying to prevent a coup attempt against the administration in Ethiopia's northern Amhara region. In Amhara itself, regional governor Ambachev Mekonnen was killed along with an advisor. Well, the government says that the situation is under control after arrests were made. The Prime Minister has gone on TV to urge Ethiopians to unite in the face of evil forces set on dividing the country. The U.S. State Department has warned its staff in Addis Ababa to stay inside. Ethnic violence has hit Amhara and other parts of Ethiopia in recent years. Russian tourists in Tbilisi on Saturday blamed politics for the Russian President Vladimir Putin's decision to temporarily ban flights to Georgia by Russian airlines from July 8. Putin ordered the suspension of passenger flights from Russia to Georgia late on Friday following an outbreak of unrest and anti-Russian demonstrations in Tbilisi triggered by the visit of a Russian lawmaker. The Kremlin said it was also recommending travel agencies to suspend tours to Georgia from Russia. A number of Russian as well as Georgian airlines are operating regular flights between Russia and Georgia, including Aeroflot, which has 14 flights to Georgia per week in its summer schedule. In 2008, Georgia and Russia fought a short war over the breakaway of Georgian province South Ossetia. And that 5-day war saw Russia strengthen its grip over largely pro-Russian South Ossetia, which had effectively been beyond Tbilisi's control since 1990. But the Russian troops pushed through South Ossetia deep into Georgia before they withdrew. And cricket news, well, chasing 309 to win, South Africa are at 98 for the loss of 2 wickets against Pakistan when reports last came in. Mohammad Amir had struck in the first over itself, getting rid of Hashim Amla. And Faf du Plessis and Quinton de Kock then stitched together an 87-run partnership to steady the innings. Shadab Khan got the important breakthrough with the wicket of Quinton de Kock. Shadab was not done yet, and he castled Eden Markram as well. When reports last came in fact, South Africa had gone up to 134, but they lost 4 wickets now. And Safraz Ahmed saw past the deceptively green-looking Lord's pitch to bat first, and his top order emboldened that decision as Pakistan posted 308 for 7 in 50 overs. Babar Azam and Haris Sohail particularly provided vindication for their skipper with 2 fine knocks after the openers set Pakistan up.
Pakistan skipper Sarfraz Ahmed won the toss and elected to bat against South Africa at Lord's on Sunday. Imamul Haq and Fakhar Zaman started fluently as both Kagiso Rabada and Lungi Nigiri leaked runs, and Pakistani openers coolly collected 58 runs. Imran Tahir got South Africa their breakthrough first, getting Fakhar Zaman and then Imamul Haq. Mohammad Hafiz exit for a 33-ball 20 to Eden Makram in the 30th over brought Haris Sohail to the crease, who took the opportunity to ensure there will be no more shuffling around from the team management for the crucial number 5 position. Sohail's adventurism worked for Babar, who calmly went past the 50-run mark in the 36th over. The pair's partnership brought 74 runs, setting Pakistan up for a flourishing end. A mistimed heat from Babar Azam of Philkavayo was perhaps an opportunity for South Africa to grab momentum back from Pakistan, but Sohail didn't let that happen. Sohail and Imad Wasim then added second fastest 50-run stand of the World Cup of just 26 ball. There was not much respite for Lungi Nigiri at the death until Imad Wasim mistimed a big shot off him in the 48th over. He then proceeded to end Sohail's brilliant knock with a slower ball in the final over, but the 59 ball 89 took Pakistan to 308. Anil Thomas report, TD News, London.
Well, India clinched the Women's FIH Series Finals hockey tournament by defeating the hosts Japan 3-1 in the summit clash on Sunday. The Indian women put up a hard-fought win, and they won over the Asian champions at the Hiroshima Hockey Stadium. Captain Rani Rampal gave India the lead in the 3rd minute before drag flicker Gurjeet Kaur struck twice in the 45th and the 60th minutes to set up the win. Kanon Mori scored the lone goal for Japan in the 11th minute. The Indian women's team has already secured its place in the final round of the 2020 Olympics qualifiers after entering the final of this tournament. And that's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you very much for watching. Namaskar.